With 3 Canes in the Hall of Fame, tradition is clearly strong for Miami football. When thinking of the success of the program, names such as Clinton Portis, Michael Irvin, and Vinny Testaverde come to mind. I had the opportunity to talk to one man who goes unnamed, but perhaps has had a greater impact on athletics than any of those guys. Here's the story.
John, it's doing a good job, Winslow. Rep.
Demanding.
That's how I get off that. We're going to have to get it.
All around great guy.
That's right. It takes more than one word to describe Andrew Swayze. The head strength and conditioning coach at may seem quiet and unassuming, but in actuality, he's a major force behind Hurricane athletic success, an honor he humbly accepts.
I think you can't put a price on to know that you've been making a difference in people's lives.
Coach Swayze is a product of the inner city like many of the athletes at Although he dreamt of becoming a head football coach, he realized that he would serve a greater purpose as a strength coach.
If they heard someone or see someone in a successful situation that, man, he did it, I know I can do it. So I think that's what my blessing, I think that's where the Lord has placed me.
His steadfast dedication to the athletes does not go unrecognized by his colleagues.
Here's a guy that comes in the building at 4:30 in the morning and does the same workout as all athletes does. But he's going to put in hours of time to make sure all the athletes understand how important he is to them.
He's not only strengthening them as far as their body, but also strengthening them spiritually, mentally, and emotionally.
His athletes also realize how important he was in their success.
He's very determined to create not only great athletes in the weight room, but great people as well.
Yeah, so without him, I'll be like nothing.
I mean, he prepares you for the obstacles that you're going to have to face in life.
This hallway in the Hecht Athletic Center is dedicated to the many NFL players that have come from UM's program, some who credit their success to Coach Swayze and still return to the place where it all started.
You know, not just myself, but I can think of a whole group of guys that loves what he do for us, and he deserves everything he gets.
So when asked if he cares that his job is behind the scenes, Coach Swayze doesn't hesitate to use an old cliche.
I think what's done in the dark will come to light. Like, I mean, what you see behind the scenes, you never get the true picture of it, but the results of the success, that comes from what they're doing when you don't see. And on the hardwood, the Miami Heat went into last night's game with the Atlanta Hawks tied 2-2 in the first-round playoff series. A win would mean they would be coming back to Miami with a chance to close out the series. A loss would mean they would have to win Game 6 to avoid being eliminated. Well, let's take a look at what happened. MVP hopeful Dwayne Wade scored 23 of his 29 points in the second half. He also had 3 assists. He had some help from Udonis Haslem, who scored 11 points, but it just was not enough. The Hawks' Joe Johnson put up 25 points and 6 assists. Josh Smith added 8 rebounds to his 20 points. The Heat hopes to tie up the series tomorrow night at the AAA American Airlines Arena. That's it for sports. Here are Ryan and Jenna to tell you what's coming up next.
Up next in Lifestyles, behind the scenes at a campus movie production.
And students find a way to relax as the semester draws to a close. What do Casino Royale, Live for Your Die Hard, and The Bourne Ultimatum have in common? Well, besides the fact that they were instant box office hits, they inspire a group of students in their most recent film. TV reporter Rory Lincoln has more.
And cut. Can we do one more?
Welcome to the set of The Caper Chronicles, one of the newest student films from the University of Miami. The 15-minute nonstop action film combines a suspenseful storyline with elements of parkour or free running. Parkour is the act of moving from one point to another as quickly as possible using the wide-ranging abilities of the human body. Producer Andy Bryan said he was proud to be part of this innovative film.
Working with American Parkour, especially working with the students here, I mean, we've got a really tight thing going on, and I really don't regret a minute of spending as much time as I have. I mean, it really has been sleep, eat, class, Caper Chronicles.
Pre-production for the film began in November of 2008. The cast and crew balanced class with 14-hour nights of shooting to get the final product. In his directorial debut, Pete Seraphim says he could not have asked for a better team to work with.
We'd hit 6:30 in the morning and we'd say, all right guys, like, you know, we're running overtime, we're gonna be a little later, but you guys can go home if you need to go home. You got class tomorrow, you know, it's okay. Not one person would leave.
Dedication to the project started 2 years ago when writer and actor Steve Interante began training in parkour. Interante originally got interested in free running through professional and co-star Tyson Cheka.
So I'd always kind of followed him, and then when we got to set, I realized that now, 2 years later, I'm in a chase scene with him. It was like a little kid getting to live out a fantasy.
The filmmakers hope for national exposure, but Seraphim says his #1 goal is to entertain.
We're not so much interested in winning the big awards as we are as people walking out of the film and saying, wow, that was awesome. I want to see another one.
The Caper Chronicles held its first premiere here at the Bill Cosford Cinema for the university community.
After a parkour demonstration, more than 220 people packed into the Cosford for the film. The standing ovation proved to be a good omen for the next premiere on Friday, May 8th at the Cannes Film Festival. For UMTV, I'm Rory Lincoln.
Very impressive. For more information about the film or to watch the trailer, log on to www.caperchronicles.com. New details about John Edwards' extramarital affair. The former senator's wife, Elizabeth, discusses her heartbreak in her new memoir, Resilience. The book drops May 12th, but excerpts from an advance copy are circulating. Edwards says she found out about the affair in 2006 and encouraged her husband to drop out of the presidential race, fearing the political fallout. Through it all, the couple is still together as Elizabeth battles recurring breast cancer. Sacha Baron Cohen has punked yet another celebrity. This time around, the victim is Paula Abdul. For his new movie, Bruno, Cohen convinced Abdul's publicist that she was voted Artist of the Year in Germany. Then he was granted an interview with the American Idol judge. Abdul says that she had no idea it was a joke, and she was forced to sit on a gardener during the interview. Okay, Paula, we'll have to see if the scene is included in Bruno when the film hits big screens on July 10th. Tyra Banks should be sleeping safely tonight. A Georgia man was convicted Thursday of stalking the talk show host. Banks testified that she feared for her safety and those around her. The stalker, Brady Green, 39, had shown up at Banks' television studio in New York and at her home on multiple occasions. Green faces up to 90 days in jail. He will be sentenced in Manhattan Criminal Court on June 18th. It's that time of the year again. Finals are upon us. But Hurricane Productions offered a way for students to free their mind and to forget about studying for a few hours. UMTV reporter Stephanie Severino has the details about Canes Carnival 2009.
Free food, games, rides, and lots of fun filled this year's Canes Carnival. Canes Carnival is put together every April by Hurricane Productions along with Canes Nightlife. And all students had to do was show up and enjoy the fun.
We signed a waiver so that we can have these handy wristbands, but honestly, all you have to do is show up and you can get on any of the rides, eat any of the food.
Some prefer the wall climb. A few try to dunk this poor fellow not once, not twice, but 3 times. And others wanted just to challenge themselves in the games for prizes. This annual event offers students free entertainment right at their door.
It's a great thing that Hurricane Productions puts on. It gives us something to do on a weekend if you can't go out.
Even those who didn't plan on joining the fun did so.
I can't study right now with all this noise going on, so I figured I might as well come out and join them.
Students got hand-painted portraits of themselves, airbrush tattoos, and even a few minutes of fame.
And out of all the food and games offered at Canes Carnival, this big red chair was the highlight of the night. All you had to do was jump on it and take your picture.
The food attracted the most people. Lines were never empty for the hamburgers, skewers, as well as the funnel cakes and lemonade. This carnival offered a party atmosphere right before finals, so students finish off the semester in a fun way. For UMTV, I'm Stephanie Severino.
Well, Ryan, you're graduating in a few days, and I wish you the absolute best of luck. I really do.
Thank you. I know the time has gone by way too fast, but you're actually the only one that's not graduating.
Oh.
We have Nick, Bree, Nena, and Nick Saletti are also graduating, so you will have to carry on the tradition.
I will do my absolute best.
All right. Well, thank you for watching tonight. We hope to see you same time, same place in the fall. Good night.